So I want to transition a little bit to the league a little bit, man, and just talk about your career just for a second, man. Obviously you had a great influence on the movement quarterbacks of this generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Obviously you got Lamar Jackson, you got Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl. Shout out to Jalen. Lamar, MVP could be an MVP every single year, man. When you look at these guys, just give us your thoughts on the quarterback now, as opposed to how different it was when you first came in 2001. Because people wanted to switch your positions. People thought you was a running back. You know what I mean? Like, just talk about how the growth of that position from when you came into the league to where it is right now.
Yeah, man. You look around the league, you just see everybody looking the same, damn near. And I feel like these quarterbacks, I feel like our generation had a good group of quarterbacks that was real sharp and understood the game. But now, man, you got these coordinators, they getting these guys who can take over the game at any moment. Like, everybody's got their takeover ability when they put their mind to it. That's a mindset. So I just be looking around like, man, it's a lot of quarterbacks that, look like me, that played, just a similar type of game. And I was just way ahead of my time. And like you just said it, Mike Rob, like, Lamar could be the MVP every year.
Yeah, good.
But he lost to Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he same thing, dual threat. In the playoffs this year. So it's so much parity that the league is in a really good spot. And then you got some more coming in this year, with Shador and Cam Ward, and they're gonna be that. All depends on where they end up, but yeah, man, it's just exciting to see. I love watching. I'm just a football head. I love the game.
He mentioned what you was about to say?
No, I was saying, because you got this thing. Mike got this thing where he'll say, what is it?
Look, man, I categorize movement guys, Mike.
Right.
So, like, to me, you were a runner. I was a runner when I played quarterback. Hold up. Lamar's a runner. You know what I'm saying? He don't like me including the fact that I played quarterback. He don't like the, you know what I'm saying?
Took a couple snaps. We threw about the same amount of touchdown passes in college.
You know what I'm saying? I was a Heisman finalist, bro. Don't get me going, dog. Okay. Anyway,
Stall me out, Debo.
I put him in the categories, Mike. We were runners. Cam Newton's a runner with special passing ability. Okay. But then you have passers with special movement ability. The Russell Wilsons, the Deshaun Watson in his heyday, Josh Allen. To me, those guys aren't necessarily runners. Because Mike, when you that run you had in the playoffs against Minnesota, when you decided to decided to run and split the defense, you ran like a running back, bruh.
Yeah. I started out at running back.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Like,
I was a tailback, bro. I was the H back.
Tailback?
9, yeah. When I was 9, I was quarterback. 10 years old, I moved to running back because that's what I was just in the neighborhood. I was running back. I was hard to tackle, like, for real.
Yeah.
My first year running back, I scored like 42 touchdowns. But then the next year,
hold up, bro. Hey, Mike, you said you scored like 42 touchdowns, bro, and you said you was 9 years old.
Well,
y'all was keeping no damn
I was like
stats.
Marshawn and Mike Robb in one body.
Y'all won't keep it on damn stats. 42 of them things.
Speed to power. And then the next year, QB ain't show up, but I could throw the rock. So I'm looking around. Coach like, man, I need a quarterback. We got like 13 players on the roster. I'm like, damn, man. If I don't play quarterback, we going to lose every game. Bro, I went to quarterback, man. We won a chip that year, man. I've been a quarterback ever since.
Bro.
So that's how I became the runner, sticking that foot in the ground, boom.
Yeah.
I think it slowed down my development because I was always like, yo, I'm just going to play my game. This looked like Donovan McNabb, because I grew up watching McNabb.
Yep.
Boom. And Charlie Ward. So, but ain't nobody getting drafted from it. So I'm like, while I'm believing in that, and I'm like, this is how I'm gonna play. it ain't really a lot of guys getting drafted like that.
Mm.
So I'm like, should I go back to running back? So I was like, spend a lot of my career, like a lot of my young career, like Pop Warner in high school, just confused on where I wanted to be because I was worried about, I'm like, I want to play in the league. I'm trying to get out of here.
I know that's right.
I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to get out of here, man. Quarterback ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Black quarterback, runner, short. Nah.
Hey, bro, it's funny. It's funny you say that, man, because I used to think the same thing.
Yeah.
Like watching him, you know, Mike was a little bit older than me. But in Virginia, watching him, you thinking, you like, bro, at some point, yeah, I'm balling, but at some point, I'm probably gonna have to switch my position, dog.
Yeah.
And you start to think about these things. You know what I'm saying? So I know exactly where you're coming from with that. This one thing I wanted to ask you, Mike. Is there a play throughout your career that, like, you would say define Michael Vick?
One play?
Yeah. I know that's a loaded question. You played a long time, bro. You got a lot of different plays.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it simple. I think that run against Minnesota, breaking that run on Fox in front of everybody who was watching that day in overtime, like that's something that you just ain't see. A 56-yard run, just straight through a defense, guys running into each other. I feel like that was one of my best plays, but I feel like that showed the world like exactly what the league could become. Because Bobby Bowden said it 2 years before. He was like, "Man, the future of the NFL is like what Michael Vick looked like." And so I felt like that play showed the world this is what quarterbacking can look like if, just given the opportunity.
Like, but he said it earlier in the interview, bro. He was too early. See, I don't think offenses caught up with the talent of what they had at quarterback. Put Mike in a Shane Steichen RPO type offense right now. Oh my goodness, dog. Or one of those
Cliff Kingsbury.
Or them Cliff Kingsbury type offenses right now. Everything is predicated off him threatening the
Lamar
defense
Jackson,
with his legs.
Todd Monken's.
Yeah, all of that, bro. He was just a little bit too early, man. You said you give some advice to Shadur Sanders sometimes, man. Could you give us your professional opinion and analysis on the top two quarterbacks in this year's draft, Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders?
Okay.
Yeah, I think I like them both. I think you bring whoever they get drafted to, the same type of systems that's being implemented with these guys right now, you put the same type of system in front of them. Like, Jaden Daniels had an amazing year. I think that was on behalf of him having Cliff Kingsbury, though.
Absolutely.
You got to have a good offensive mind, somebody who understands know how to coach you. And so, it's going to be important as to where they end up. They're going to have to start from the bottom and they're going to have to work their way up. Mm-hmm. But that's just what happens when you're the first round pick, when you're a first round pick, especially quarterback. The scrutiny is heavy. It ain't no dodging it. You know what I'm saying? Like you really out there in the open. And so I try to, let Shador know, it's really about to be a different world for you. And you gotta, you just gotta be the ultimate pro. You know what I'm saying, on all levels. And the same for Cam Ward. And so I feel like they both mature and just ready to get to it, man. But they're going to have to get to it fast. Like after what Jaden Daniels did last year, it's just like setting the bar really high. Him and C.J. Stroud. Like how they just been developing really, really quick. So, you got to come out the gate smoking.
Yeah, and I think when you look at the last quarterbacks that came in this past year's draft, all of those guys, because of COVID, had so many starts in college. It was, you got to think Jaden Daniels had almost 60 starts in college, money.
Oh, Nick.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah, so you got to think, when he came into the league, don't get me wrong, the speed was faster, the athletes was faster, but the intellectual part of playing football, he had kind of done at a high level.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So Cam Ward and Shador. Cam Ward started 2 years Jackson State, then 2 years at Colorado. That's a lot of games, a lot of reps. And then Cam was like at Washington, then another school, then Miami. These dudes coming in and they like understand the systems and concepts, and they used to moving around. They coming in with a different maturity level.
Yeah,
For real.
I honestly think Shedeur gonna be good, bro. I know it's been a lot of talk.
They both gonna be good. Yeah,
I know Cam's a little bit more flashy. You know what I mean, with the arm talent, this, that, and the third. But usually when quarterbacks, like Mike noticed, he went 1 overall. Usually when quarterbacks go early in the draft, they're going to a bad team.
Yeah.
So a quarterback got to know how to be a force multiplier early on in the game. He got to be able to raise everybody up. Oftentimes, guys with all the tools don't always raise everybody up. I think Shedeur, man. I like the kid, man.
So just to make a couple comparisons, I mean, I don't know how accurate they are, but like Shedeur kind of remind me of a CJ Stroud. Yep. Pocket passer. He gonna move when he have to, you know what I'm saying? But he's just gonna light you up from the pocket. Like it's the accuracy is there. Cam accuracy is there. Cam gonna be able to move. Cam going, he looks like more so of a Jaden Daniels, like a more of a Jaden Daniels type.
He remind me of Steve McNair to me, bro. I think he going to Tennessee 1 overall. I think he going. I think he looked just like Steve McNair to me, bro. Except new age though. You know what I'm saying?
Now they both got their own superb talents and what they can do. Like I think of Shedeur, I just think of accuracy and the ball just landing in the right place all the time, touch and just a thing of beauty to watch as far as just moving the ball, moving the chains down the field, and then Cam just going, he might do something and spin out and look like, might look like a Jaden Daniels or Josh Allen or that type.
And Miami didn't have a lot of talent on that team this year, bro. So for them to win 9-10 games, it was all
made a lot of plays.
Cam Ward. Yeah, bro. It was all Cam Ward. Money, I want to ask you this in front of Mike. You think you could have handled being the number 1 overall pick as a quarterback going to Atlanta?
Hell. Hell no.
You think you could have handled that, Mike? Like, come on, dog.
We brought
Keep
him
it
in
real with us,
visit.
bro. How you handle
that? We brought him in on a visit, and I was like, damn, we do need a back that look like him. He about to be my homie. Straight up. But we had Warwick done, and I don't know if Warwick was ready for all that yet. Yeah. we brought Adrian Peterson in too, so we had both of y'all in the building. I remember.
07, you went to visit Atlanta?
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness, dog. Yep. I don't know how you handle being the number 1 overall pick, going to Chocolate City, going to Atlanta, man. The people loved you, dog. They still talk about you to this day.
Hell yeah. Spring cleaning isn't just for tossing that fedora you swore would make a comeback. It's for hitting the reset on your grooming routine.
Manscaped's Beard and Balls Bundle has you covered from cheeks to cheek, money, clearing out the overgrowth winter left behind. That's right, Manscaped Beard and Balls Bundle.
It's time to weed whack, heads trim, and make sure the line is looking manicured for the season. Nothing say fresh start like a sharp beard and, more importantly, proper landscape lawn.
All these products are travel friendly. With all my travel from game gigs to podcasting gigs and family, I stay grooming on the go. Y'all don't let your lawn get overgrown this spring. And I'm not talking about the one in front of my house.
Beast Mode. Join over 12 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and use code GetGot for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com.
Visit manscaped.com and use code GetGot to get 20% off plus free shipping. Or if you need it today, you can find Manscaped at a store near you. Stay fresh this season. For everyone's sake, level up your grooming game today. Yo, what time is it? Game time. College basketball is hotter than ever. And the NBA is in the final stretch of their season. It's the best time of the year in college sports. Let's go. I'm hopping on the Gator bandwagon this season. They're going to make a deep run.
GameTime has special features, GameTime picks that make getting tickets for these college basketball games even easier.
GameTime picks filters out all the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste your time searching through thousands of tickets. We were just looking through the GameTime app. browsing seats on GameTime picks to watch some playoff basketball. And wow, these deals are great. You know where to find me this spring.
Save time with GameTime picks as it selects the deals for you without having to waste any time digging around.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime. Just download the GameTime app, create an account, and use the code GETGOT for $20 off on your first purchase. Terms apply.
Again, create an account and redeem code GETGOT for $20 off.
Download GameTime today. Remember what time did I say it was? It's still game time, baby. Enjoy the magical March.